up to Boulder, Colorado. Just chilling. Vibes. Go ahead. In Boulder or in Colorado, parking lots are crazy. And I've never done like a drive stream before, but I'm making sure that I'm being safe about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, not using my hands. I got both hands on the wheel, except when I'm showing you I'm not using my hands. But I also wanted to kind of just talk a little bit about things about what's going on with the state of things, cryptocurrencies, all that good stuff. And like right now, I think that like there's a lot of projects that are coming out. There's a lot of ambitious people that want to make a name for themselves in the crypto sphere and in the legal sphere. So we're probably gonna see some stuff happening like on both sides, like legal wise, as well as like, you know, just people just coming out with new ICOs and things like that. Everybody's gonna want to try to be like the next Ethereum, you know what I mean? Everybody's gonna want to try to be that next blockchain that tries to take over, you know? And so, because of that, you're going to have a lot of innovation. We're going to see a lot of people creating things that it's going to take a lot of effort. But the effort there will be genuine, you know? For the most part. And like, I think a lot of this stuff, like, really, it couldn't have even existed without, like, without us being so oppressed, you know? Just as a species, you know? The people of Earth have been, like, so held down with innovation and with, like, technology and information, and that it's only natural that something like this is going to happen. It's only natural something like this is going to come out. So I fully expect it. And you know, cool part about that too is that we'll be the ones that get to benefit from that by just simply being here, you know? And like, that's gonna help everything out as well, just by simply using some of the new products that are out there in the crypto sphere. That's gonna end up spreading the adoption. And yeah, man, I definitely see, like, in the next few years, you can see like crypto wallets evolving into like credit sticks. It's crazy, man. My friends and I, let's see, they were just people that I kind of knew in like school, in the public education system. There were kids that I knew in like middle school and high school and stuff that they always played like Dungeons and Dragons. And those kids that play Dungeons and Dragons, like, part of me trolled them, and I was all like, y'all are so lame playing your Dungeons and Dragons, like none of it is real. But then there was another part of me that was fascinated with them, because I was like, you know, you guys using your imagination, you guys are really stretching things like really far, and you're thinking so far outside the box, so far outside what other people would think, that I gotta sit here and listen to you. and there was like a role-playing game that they were playing together, where like they made up characters inside their head, and they described their own character to each other. And then one of them was like the dungeon master. If you don't know Dungeons and Dragons, you make it up in your head and you talk it out. Sometimes people involve boards, sometimes people involve pieces and stuff. But the basis is that it's in your imagination. And that's powerful. Because when you think about how a lot of these concepts that we benefit from today came about, they all came about by somebody going outside of their comfort zone and using their imagination. And when I think about the kids that play Dungeons and Dragons, they're usually the kids that end up like becoming like board executives of like Google and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So or they like end up writing something like Star Wars, you know, that just changes humanity. And like, so what I'm trying to get at here is that the kids that play Dungeons and Dragons, they have like the biggest and best imaginations. And there was one time that I was like listening to them playing, and they were in a futuristic landscape. All right, and they were like talking about how they were going to complete a mission. And one of them talked about how he had a credit stick, and he's all like, I'll just tap my credit stick onto your credit stick and then we'll transfer the funds. And when he said that, in my mind I had a picture of like a small battery pack, like what looks like a battery pack now with just a button on it, but it had like a little LCD screen on it, and it was just like a little stick that had a screen on it, kind of like an Apple TV remote, and like one of the old ones, not the new ones. And like you could just tap it up on somebody else's credit stick, and then they would end up, your money would transfer over. So like when I first started to think about hardware wallets and like how they're going to evolve, and eventually what I could see like taking like mass adoption, I see something like that. I see something like a credit stick. And you know, praise be to the people that that play Dungeons and Dragons and stretch their imagination, so that way they can like let these other ideas become born in other people's heads. Because that was just the idea that I got. I'm not developing a hardware wallet, but who knows, man? Like if I wanted to, that would be like a really cool idea. And I'm just wanting to end up like bringing awareness to the fact that it's really cool that like we have people out there that want to stretch their imaginations, that really want to think outside the box on purpose, and we benefit from that, and we're going to benefit from that. Everybody does. So that's something that, like, you know, just Sovereign Starseed, I just want to end up highlighting as well, is that I love uniqueness. I love the fact that things are different from each other. And, you know, when everybody thinks differently, to me, it seems like, you know, we're really, really feeling the way that we need to feel. We're really enacting the way we need to act. And this planet starts to look like a glittering, like, diamond from space to all the eyes of super advanced civilizations that can see things like ideas. They can literally see it around people's auras, and they can see it around people's bodies. And when people are really expressing themselves and thinking freely, you know, just like being unlimited, that's when like you really shine. And if all these people were to shine, then it would be like a shiny like diamond that have many facets. Each person is a facet of humanity. And so like it's just something that I see. And just small rants, you know, on where I see like cryptospheres going, sphere of earth going, hardware wallets, the imagination, how important that is. we're depending on people with good imaginations going forward, for sure. Right now, BitConnect is under a DDoS attack. So if you guys are trying to check your BitConnect, you can't get in there.